Yeah. All right, looks like we're live. Let's see.
I need you to be good.
Oh, let's see if that's working. All right, looks like we have one person on. All right. Oh, we have a few people here. All right. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. Thought we had it all together. Let's see. We got people rolling in. Oh, let's see here. All right. Welcome, welcome. I do apologize. All right. Let's see. I'll wait for some more people to get in here. Let's see. I see a few in the other one. I don't know what happened. This is our first time going live, so welcome. Technical difficulties. Technology is good if it works. Just could not figure out where to go to find how to access the live. Like I see the live, but it says it's waiting for us and I'm in it. So I don't know. We'll figure it out next time. But if you are with us, that means you got our message and we are live on a different link. So I'm going to turn off this link. Hopefully everyone's able to move over. Looks like we have some coming in. Thanks for joining us. We'll get started here in a minute. I just want to make sure everyone's able to get over to this link. Let me see if I can find this link. All right. There we go. Let me see if I can share this link with the other group, and we should be good to go. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Seems to fly by. All right. Here we go. I just want to put this other link on the other video, so if anyone stops by, they can join us here. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Can you guys hear us okay? Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I know we have some technical difficulties, but we're going to work right through those.
Can you give us a thumbs up if you can hear us?
All right.
Thumbs up, Dyson.
Let's see.
And make sure to get this video to 5,000 likes.
Get 5,000 subscribers. We're looking to get 5,000 subscribers. All right. Did I share it there? Oh, you know what I think? Okay. We're just going to move on. All right. Let's see. We have 15. So we had 15 in the other one. I think everyone has moved over. Thanks for coming, guys. Our first live stream, right? Thought I had it all together, but we'll figure it out. All right. So we're going to hope everyone's having a great day. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that would be greatly appreciated. We want to get the word out that we're officially going live. I know our channel's been active for over a year now, and this is our very first live stream. A little bit nervous about it, but this is what we're going to do. All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, I see a lot of you guys coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for commenting. Let's see, who do we have here? We have the traveling Mannings. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for, you guys can hear us. Thanks for letting us know. Just Kaya TV. Thanks, Kaya. Says she's going to share the link in the other live. I appreciate it because I could not figure it out. Technology is not really my thing. Antoinette at Fun. Hey there. Thanks for stopping by. Z, that's me. Hey there. Tripping with Dre Michelle. Thanks for stopping by. And let's see, who else do we have? Allen Family Adventures. How are you guys doing this morning or this afternoon? And we have Sea Cats. Thanks for joining us, Sea Cats. And who else do we have? Dominique Foster. Dominique, you follow us on Facebook. So guys, if you don't know, we are on Instagram and Facebook. So please be sure to go there, subscribe there. We share lots and lots of videos and pictures there when we're out traveling. So be sure to go to Instagram and Facebook and find our channel there. We have Together We Travel, Internet Fun. Jane, can we enable closed captioning? If somebody can tell me how to do that, absolutely. Let me see here. Let me see.
First device for hacking your metabolism.
All right. And if you know how to enable closed captioning, please let me know. I apologize. I'm guessing somewhere in my settings.
Should we do the introductions as you are trying to figure that out?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me just make sure we greet everyone that's coming in. We have Rachel Goldson. Thanks for joining us. Elizabeth Nichols. Sea Cats, Dominique, Together We Travel. All right, so everyone can hear us. Thumbs up. All right, told us we're fine. We can go ahead. And let's see, I'm trying to figure out. Thanks for sharing that out, Antoinette Fun. All right, really appreciate it. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me see if I can figure out how to put that closed captioning on. I do know that I think once we put this on our actual channel, that I can enable it there. I just don't know how to enable it from being live currently. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you are new to our channel, I am RacQuelle, and we are MH Family Adventures. And today is our very first live. So we are about 13 minutes behind schedule, but we really do appreciate you guys joining us today, stopping by. We have some good things we want to share with you guys, and we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to introduce myself. We're going to kind of go down the line. If you've been following us, you know who we are. You've probably seen lots of our adventures. We have a lot more coming up here soon, but I am RacQuelle. And just something to know about me, we were going to share something strange or something that you might not know, but you probably noticed this. I say a lot. So I say that because I've actually had a couple people comment that I say an awful lot of my videos. So if you're a person that you don't like someone saying a lot, then this might not be the channel for you, because I do most of the recording for our channel. There I go, saying it right. So just want to say welcome. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'm going to turn it over to, what's your name?
Andrew.
This is Andrew. I know you guys have seen Andrew on our channel. He was recently on the Mardi Gras with me. We did a solo cruise together, or a cruise together with my sister, who I think she was in the chat, but she's kind of not good with technology either, so she might be in the other one. So if y'all can help get my sister over this way, her name is Cheryl Major. I don't see her in the comments. Comment, Cheryl, if you're there. But she was there with my nephew Jordan and Andrew. We went on Mardi Gras. That was a blast. So tell them something about you, Andrew. Tell them something about you. What do you like to do?
I like cars.
Andrew likes cars, and what else?
And state championship.
He won a state championship. So Andrew is part of the Special Olympics, and he plays different sports. What sports do you play?
Basketball,
What else?
track, and bowling.
Basketball, track, and bowling. Something else. What else does he do? What else do you do?
Golf.
Golf. So he's also a golfer. So Andrew's part of Special Olympics. He loves to do all kinds of sports. And actually, you guys wish him luck in the comments. He is competing tomorrow. What kind of event do you have tomorrow? At 9 a.m. A track meet. So Andrew has a track meet tomorrow morning. So you guys wish him luck. He'll be running the 100 meter and the 200 meter. And I'll be sure to share some video on our channel. All right, go ahead, Dice.
Well, my name is Dyson. I go by Dice. I also play basketball. I do track too. And, I like playing Xbox. I like going on cruises. And that's a lot. That's pretty much all I like to do.
All right, so Dice keeps us busy. And you're in what, 8th grade? So yeah, he keeps us going through that those teenage stages right now. I see Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. Aunt Cheryl's there, guys.
Peace.
I see she made it over. All right, so let's see. And then let's go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
Hi, my name is Joe Marie. I'm 6. I like to do gymnastics, soccer, basketball, and sometimes. Yeah, that's all I do.
All right.
And I like to learn about planets.
She likes to learn about planets. So Jo Marie, she loves to read. She loves here recently anything about planets. So you'll probably hear some about that in our upcoming vlogs. Go ahead, Daddy.
Okay. And I'm Ron, and something you guys don't know about me, because I haven't been on a lot of these videos, is I love to ride scooters, maxi scooters particularly,
And motorcycles.
and motorcycles. And that's it about me.
All right. And you guys don't see him as much because he's a workaholic. And I mean, I work. I'm a school administrator, if you don't know. But I get a lot of time off throughout the year with all the school breaks and then the summer break and things like that. So for our upcoming vacations, you may not see Ron as much as you normally would. So don't be surprised by that. He'll be home working. He'll be on a few of our cruises this summer, but he won't be on all of our cruises this summer. All right. So everyone's just saying hello in the comments. Auntie Cheryl said, hey. They're saying, hey, Antoinette at Fun said hello to Jo Marie. And we have, Alan Family Adventure said, hey, Joe, love when you vlog with your mom. So when you take the waterproof.
What about the boys?
The boys haven't really done a lot of vlogging, not yet. So I was going to ask you guys if you could maybe put this in the comment section. We're thinking about finding different segments. I want to try to get more of the family involved with the vlogging when we're cruising. I do majority of it. Jo Marie loves using the camera, but just trying to get the boys more involved in it. They like to be on camera, but a lot of times they just kind of go off and do their own thing. So if you have an idea for a segment, Jo Marie's been doing, if you watched our Freedom of the Seas vlogs that just ended, I think last week, we took a mother-daughter cruise on Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas, and she did some vlogging there. But if you have any ideas, and she also did what did you do? You took pictures, and when we were in the cafe promenade, what did you do?
I filmed you.
You filmed me. What were we doing?
Taste testing.
So we were doing like a taste testing of desserts. I think that might be her segment, is just testing out different desserts. We love to eat desserts. We love sweets. So that's going to be her segment. But if you have ideas for the boys, feel free to let us know. All right. Dominique says she would love to see more in-depth food reviews, especially with the boys. Absolutely. We can definitely do that. I love to talk about food. We love to eat. So we can definitely incorporate that more into our videos. And it says, Alan Family Adventures, hey, Ron, don't feel bad. My husband hides from the camera too. Oh, he does too. He hides. So a lot of times he's there. You just don't see him. So you don't hear him talk much, or he's not in the video. He's usually there though. All right. Boys should do a vlog for things for teens to do on the ship. That's from Teresa Manning. I think that's a good idea. So they like to just run off. If you guys saw Mardi Gras, Andrew was always gone. So it'd be great. We'll get them. They actually have a camera. You have a camera, Dyson. Need to get Andrew a camera, that way he can vlog wherever he is. Let's see. Yeah, would love to hear from the teen perspective. Absolutely, we'll make that happen.
I would like to say something that on one of the first cruises we went on, Andrew got in trouble, and we had to have security look for him, and he was in a Congo line on the Lido deck, I believe it was.
I'm embarrassing him.
I know. I don't need
You're not
that bad,
embarrassed, are you? No.
but it was fun because it was
Yeah.
all wholesome fun, and he was just getting his groove on.
Yeah, so Andrew loves to dance. That's his favorite thing, is dancing. One of his favorite things. And yeah, so we had to get security to look for him. The next thing we know, he was down there. He was actually at the front of the Congo line. And I have the video. I'll have to find that and share that out. So again, guys, thanks for stopping by today. We do appreciate it. And again, we had a live stream scheduled for about a month ago, and it didn't work out because still being kind of new to YouTube, we didn't realize that you had to wait 24 hours. So I see most of you that were on that are hoping for that live. You're here today. So again, we thank you for your support. And just wanted to share with you guys, we get asked often how we got started and what, why did we decide to become YouTubers? And so how did we get started, guys? We started as what type of channel? Jo Marie?
A cooking channel.
As a cooking channel. So if you go way back about a year and a half ago, it was 2020 during the pandemic. I love to cook, and I get a lot of people asking me, do you have that recipe? And I'm the type, I don't really use recipes. I just season, you season until it tastes good or whatever. And so I get a lot of people asking for recipes. So I was like, well, maybe I'll try to film a few of my recipes And so it kind of started that route. But actually before that, YouTube, ironically enough, was banned from our household. And so you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as the boys started getting older, you know, having access to devices and different things, we just decided that
I'll put what you do.
we just, yeah, because they were on YouTube. And sometimes, you know, YouTube, if you don't have filters on and different things, it can show some inappropriate or, you know, not so kid-friendly things. And so there for the longest, YouTube was actually banned from our household. And the irony of that is that right now we're actually considering turning off our, what is it, ATTV, whatever we have right now, our streaming service, because we primarily watch YouTube. So that's kind of been a big shift for us. Yeah, and so I remember Dyson kind of made like a dare to me that I bet you wouldn't start your own channel. And Jo Marie's asked to have her own channel. I'm like, you know, let's give it a try. And here we are. So we are almost at how many subscribers?
5,000.
We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. So we want to just thank you guys for subscribing and sharing out. We're hoping to get to 5,000. I don't know if it'll happen before we take our summer vacation, but we would love to hit that 5,000 subscriber milestone. So please help us out with that. Let me go to the comments real quick. I have to learn how to toggle between talking and going to these comments. Let's see.
Can you go to the bottom so I can see the name?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Allen Family Adventure says Drew was partying. I love it. Yeah, he loves to party. Fabian Kate, regards from Germany. Hello there. And Mercedes Payne, beautiful family. Looking forward to your adventures this summer. Thank you so much, Mercedes. And just Kaya, I mostly watch YouTube too. We really do. My husband, not so much. But I could sit and binge watch cruise videos all day long. I love, really all I need is like Food Network channel and Investigation Discovery in YouTube, and I'll be good. So, yeah, we're hoping to get to 5,000, Elizabeth. Thank you. All right, so yeah, that's kind of how we got started. And then we do a lot of traveling, like we take road trips and do different things. And I do share a lot on our personal Facebook and Instagram page. And I would just get a lot of comments from people about, you know, we love how you travel with your family. Like you're encouraging us to travel more with ours. We like this idea of this place you went to and things like that. So I'm like, well, why not? You know, especially since the recipe or the food videos didn't do as well. If you go back, there are some where maybe got 100 views if that.
Yeah,
I think the one that had the highest amount of views was what?
the macaroni and cheese.
The macaroni and cheese. So I did like a stovetop macaroni and cheese, and that had the most views. And I think that's only probably about 3,000 views. So then I also tried to turn it into a gardening channel because I also like to garden, and those videos are pretty pathetic because I think I had one
11 views.
has 11 views. So if you guys want to go check that out, go check it out. I do love to garden, but I think I like the peacefulness of gardening and just having a camera out there and talking and doing that. It just wasn't working. So we then transitioned into a cruising channel because we love to cruise. I love to cruise. I don't think they love to cruise as much as I do, but I take them along with them. They love it, but I absolutely love it. So it became a cruising channel.
I like to say that one of the things that we do when we travel is RacQuelle and I had made a conscious decision to give our kids the gift of time and experiences as opposed to giving them material gifts for the holidays. So I'd rather share the memories or make the memories with them as opposed to buying dolls and toys, because those memories are going to last them throughout their life and hopefully guarantee us a better retirement home from the kids.
That's the hope. That's the hope. So yeah, buying toys and different things. We'd rather, like Dyson likes to do like NBA games. So we'll try to take him to an NBA game. You like to do what, Drew? NASCAR. Jo Marie's still trying to find her niche and what she likes to do. She's kind of all over the place. What do you like?
I like a lot of stuff.
Like what?
I like soccer, like basketball.
Soccer, basketball, what else?
Track.
So a lot of things. So we just try to provide them with those different experiences over, giving them gifts and different things. Fabian Case asked, when will you go with Mardi Gras again? I was actually hoping to get on the Mardi Gras this summer, But I had some other opportunities come up, and we're trying to just cover as many ships as we can, bring you guys as much content as we can. So I decided not to repeat Mardi Gras so soon. It is, I believe, in the plans for next year. We will be on the sister ship of Mardi Gras in November, Carnival Celebration. We will be on the U.S. inaugural sailing, and I know there's some other vloggers here that'll be on. I think Tripping with Dre and Michelle, they're going to be on. I think maybe Alan Family Adventures. I'm not sure if you were on there, but there's going to be quite a few of us on there. Let's see here. And then, did you plan this summer mega cruisecation in advance, or was it just let's just do it? So that's from CCAT. So I'll go ahead and jump into that. Our hashtag Major Summer Vacay 2022. If you follow us on social media, we have quite a few cruises planned for this summer. So these cruises weren't planned. Some of them were planned kind of spur of the moment, but for the most part, they came to be because we had a lot of cancellations due to COVID. And since I get the summers off as a school administrator, I'm like, why not just cruise? I mean, it's actually cheaper in some cases to cruise than it is to have the kids in summer camp. So we can provide that experience that way. Let's see. Fly Me to a Cruise. Welcome, Fly Me to a Cruise. I follow you on Instagram and here on YouTube. It says binge watching cruise videos is my favorite thing to do when I'm not cruising. Then investigation discovery. Absolutely. I love
watching murder shows.
Murder shows. Well, yeah, I guess. So it's my favorite. And then followed by Food Network. And then Elizabeth Nichols, the chocolate turtles were so good. So the chocolate turtles, Joe has a cruise. She has a video making chocolate turtles. So you have to go back and watch that. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up with these comments. Let's see. Dennis O22, big fan. Thank you, Dennis. And we have, is it Alicia or Alicia? Hello there. The travel meetings, I wish we would have done that with our kids. It's not too late. It's not too late. Even if they're grown, get out there and make some memories. Elizabeth, creating memories, absolutely. Alan Family Adventures, love the gift of time, experiences, and memories. Me, Mrs. Mom, welcome. I loved your Mardi Gras series. Thank you so much. The Mardi Gras was, we had a really good time, a really, really good time. So I'm ready to get back on it. But like I said, I want to bring you guys some different content. Just Kaya TV, absolutely. If you guys do not follow Just Kaya TV, please be sure to go subscribe to her channel. She does travel with her kids. Is it CJ and Michaela? So be sure to follow her. I love watching her videos there. Wonder of the Sea. Dennis 0222 is asking Wonder of the Sea. We don't have plans right now to get on Wonder of the Sea. I think maybe at some point we will. We're kind of, this question has been asked if we prefer Carnival over Royal. And what would you guys say?
I think I like Royal's food better, but I like Carnival's activities, like their deck parties and their kids club better.
What about you, Drew? Who do you like better? You like Royal or Carnival better?
Carnival.
Carnival, why do you like Carnival better?
The fun activities.
The fun activities. And Joe, which one do you like better?
I like Royal Caribbean and Carnival. I like Royal Caribbean because it's more like a chill area.
So they have a chill area?
Yeah.
Okay. And babe, what do you like?
I like both.
You like both. So we're kind of we're really trying to get it on as many ships as possible, different ships, and we've kind of been more loyal to Carnival at this time. So I think our plan is to try to get on most of the Carnival ships, the ones that we haven't been on, before we really expand out there to Royal Caribbean and other cruise lines. But definitely Wonder of the Seas is something we would consider. We are booked on Oasis of the Seas for next year. And let's see, Fly Me to a Cruise. Hold on, I'm trying to skip over these comments. Let's see. What's the most difficult thing about being a vlogger or content creator? I would think just finding the time to actually edit the videos. I love, but even before vlogging, you can ask my sister, my family, I take a lot of pictures and things. So that's never been a thing. It's just more so the time it takes to edit the videos and just finding time to do that and get content out regularly. So that would be the challenge of being a vlogger. All right, let's see. So other questions, how much money did you put down for your cruise? Well, that just varies, and that's from Alicia. It just depends on the cruise line. We do try to book in advance, like 2 to 3 years out, so we can put down a low deposit and just make payments over time. My sister said she's ready to cruise. We do have a girls' cruise planned this summer on Carnival Valor. It'll be my sister Cheryl. If you saw her, I know a lot of you guys are fans of her. I got a lot of comments about her on the Mardi Gras that she's fun. She is a lot of fun. So she will be vlogging again, Carnival Valor, and our other sister Regina will be with us, and sister-in-law Ebony. And let's see, there's a lot of questions here. We're going to come back to those questions here in a second because we did. If you follow us on,
Oh, we got a
you
question.
got a question, Joe. Go ahead.
I don't have a question. Skip me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to. You didn't let me say the carnival. The carnival.
Oh, what do you like about Carnival, Joe Marie?
I like the water slide.
You like the water slide? You got to speak up so they can hear you. You like the what?
Water slides.
So Joe Marie likes the water slides, and if you just saw on Freedom of the Seas, you were able to do what? You were able to film, but what were you able to do that you wanted to do before on the Mariner of the Seas?
Go on the big slide.
Go on the big slide. So Joe Marie, we went on Mariner of the Seas in December, and she wasn't able to.
My leg.
Yeah, she wasn't able to get on because she wasn't tall enough, and then she had like an allergic reaction going on, and so she was excited that this past, when did we go? March. This past March or April, actually, she was able to get on the water slide. So that she was real excited for that. But again, just going back to how we started, like I said, just YouTube, just watching. There are a lot of channels that I kind of want to shout out. Who are some of my favorite cruise vloggers, our favorite cruise vloggers?
Ship Life.
The Ship Life. He just hit 100,000 subscribers. So if you don't follow the Ship Life, follow him. Who else do I really like? Paro DJ. I think Paro DJ kind of started it for us during the pandemic. We watched a lot of Paro DJ. I think I binge watched pretty much all of their series. They have a lot going on. Yes, Jimmer, you don't have to raise your hand, just talk.
Okay.
Who else? Jay from the Ship Life. Yep, I like Jay from the Ship Life. So early on, those were some of the channels that we followed. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with these comments. Dyson, you have somebody shouting you out. Do you know who that is? Okay, I don't know who that is, but okay.
Not sure.
No. So yeah, the Ship Life, Lolita Loca, some of those bigger channels that are out there now kind of hooked us into wanting to become cruise vloggers. Life with Favor, EECC Travels, AK Ventures, Dawn from Dawn's Family Adventures, Mr. and Mrs. Traveler, and now we follow, I guess, a really wide range of cruise vloggers. We love Rich and Jazzy Life. They also have the Melanette Sea group on Facebook. We love Edna's World. Some of the newer ones that we've been following and supporting: Sig Cruiser, Travel Spree, Positive Vibes Adventures, Tripping with Dre and Michelle, and we were able to meet them on Carnival Mardi Gras series, so you'll see them there in our vlog. Just Kaya TV, I just mentioned her. Parker's on the Go, they just came off the Mardi Gras, I think last week or so, so I'm looking forward to their content. Addie and Terry, Antoinette at Fun. Guys, if you want to see a positive channel, I'm gonna give it to Antoinette. She has probably one of the most positive channels out there. She is extremely supportive. She does a Wednesday Connect with Me live stream. I think it's 7 or 8 o'clock, I believe. And it's just really just trying to connect different content creators together. So absolutely go see Antoinette at Fun. She's also on Facebook. Google and Rob, Team Reese Travels. I've been following their adventures. Allen Family Ventures, Our Cruising Family, J-Dub Travels, and there's a lot of other cruise bloggers out there that we're following. So if I didn't mention you, we still love you, and we're watching. So again, we're probably going to turn our cable off and just watch YouTube. Let's go to these questions here. Let's see. Tripping with Dre Michelle said Antoinette is our fave. She is. She's amazing. Hi, Jeffrey's Angel. We were just watching your right before the video, literally before this live stream, we were watching your preview
from last season.
Yeah, your last season and your upcoming season. We just watched it right before this live stream. Dominique Foster, I need a Melanette Sea shirt. Yeah, they sell out so fast. So just continue to follow on the Facebook group and you'll be able to find his shirts. I think also on Etsy, you might be able to put an alert there where you can get like a notification when those shirts go on sale.
And I think we need to take a pause because we got a lot of names and there might be a prize giveaway.
Oh, that's true. We were giving away prizes. Thanks for thanks for reminding me. I just start talking and talking. You guys just cut me off. All right, so yeah, so we're gonna give away a few different prizes. And on social media, I just said that if you ask us we were trying to prepare for this live stream. I know it's kind of hard to prepare because you guys are asking questions here, and we had questions prepared and different things. So if you ask us a question on social media, we have your name already typed up. Guys, again, this technology is not our friend. And I know I've seen some live streams where they have like the automatic drawing tool or whatever. We don't have that yet, so just bear with us. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick drawing. Our first giveaway, we're going to go ahead and we have in here, these are the names of those subscribers, supporters who did ask questions. So we're going to go ahead and draw one name from here. Drew, can you take one name out of there?
Okay, what is the gift that people want to know?
We're going to see. Let's pull the name first and then we can get the gift. Jim, are you going to pull the gift? All right, go ahead, Drew, pull a name. All right, Dyson, drum roll. Let's see. All right. So if you're here, I don't know if I saw them come in or not, but Peer Runners, they are on YouTube. So they sent us a question in advance. And Peer Runners, what is Peer Runners? What are they going to get from us? What does that say?
$10 Starbucks.
$10 Starbucks card. So if you, Peer Runners, if you're there in the chat somewhere, just send me a message. You're on YouTube or you're also on Instagram because I follow you on Instagram. Please send me a message and we will get you that $10 digital Starbucks gift card. Yeah, go ahead and write it down here. That's what they get, and put that to the side so we don't forget. We can always go back and replay this. All right, we have some more giveaways to pass out, so please be sure to stick around. And if you're just coming in, again, welcome to our channel. We're MH Family Adventures. Thanks for stopping by. And if you all could please, we have 32 currently watching, which I'm actually happy about that because I was like, man, we're going to get in here. We're going to have like 5 people. So I'm excited to see 32. So we have 28 thumbs up right now. If we can get that to 32, that would be amazing. All right.
So we got some questions that we got to ask too.
All right. So we're going to go through some questions that were asked on social media. All right. Do you want to start?
What
Destination
are you most excited to visit?
All right. So, and this was asked by Taylor Brown from YouTube. Which destination are we most excited to visit? What do you guys think? What are you most excited for, Drew? We're going to a lot of places. We're going to Jamaica. We're going to Mexico. We're going to the Bahamas. We're going to Honduras. We're going to Alaska.
Jamaica.
He's most excited for Jamaica. If you saw the sunrise vlog, we went to Ocho Rios, but there was a long delay getting off the ship, right? What happened?
Oh, got sick.
I remember we got off the ship. I don't remember why there was a delay, but we couldn't like go out of the port area. We had to stay in like a limited area. So
the COVID protocols literally changed as we pulled into port. So until those protocols were communicated to the ship, we had to wait. So we were like 5-6 hours, I think, delayed getting off the ship. So it wasn't worth doing an excursion or anything. So Drew's excited about going back to Jamaica. Go ahead, Jo Marie. Go ahead, Dice.
I'm excited for Alaska because we're gonna be there for 7 days. You said. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yep.
It's like
Alaska 7 days.
Okay,
What about you, Joe?
My favorite is the Bahamas.
You want to go back to the Bahamas?
Yeah.
All right. We had fun in Nassau when we were there. And okay, go ahead, Daddy.
I'm looking forward to Alaska because Alaska is the only state that I haven't been to.
All right, so Alaska. I'm also most looking forward to Alaska. I love whales and things, so we're gonna have some whale watching and different things planned. So it'll be our first time in Alaska. So that'll happen actually for my birthday in July. So really excited for that one. All right, next question, Dice.
TP YouTube asked, "What is your favorite ship so far?"
Favorite ship so far. What's your favorite ship so far, Drew?
The Montreal.
The Mardi Gras. All right, figured you would say that. So Mardi Gras. I'm probably gonna have to say the Mardi Gras too. It was a really nice ship. What about you, Joe?
Oh, but that's-
Oh, go ahead, Dice.
Keep skipping. The Sunrise, because we went there twice. One for my birthday cruise and one for the New Year's cruise. Yeah, I just like that was my favorite ship that we've been on.
All right, so Carnival Sunrise. I think I like the Sunrise because it was a smaller ship, and especially going on it twice, you really got the feel for the layout and everything. So the second time was a breeze, like it was almost like home. What about you, Joe?
Mariner of the Seas.
Which one?
Mariner of the Seas.
Mariner of the Seas. Why Mariner of the Seas?
Because I like it. It's cool.
Because you like the kids club. All right, so she liked the kids club. Did you like the Mariner of the Seas better than the Freedom of the Seas?
I like both of them.
You like both of them, but what did Freedom of the Seas have that Mariner didn't? The water slide. So Mariner of the Seas in the kiddie area, was it called Splashaway Bay?
Yeah.
They didn't have Splashaway Bay on Mariner of the Seas. So she's excited because her cousin Jackson and Camden, they're going to be on our upcoming cruise,
It can't might be my kids club if it's not Jan 15 soon.
and he'll be in your kids club. Well, hopefully that's the plan. What about you, Dad? What's your?
I like them all for different reasons. So I enjoy just spending time and eating all that good food.
Yeah,
So
so
that's it for me. So
that's
I
it
like
for
them all.
You like them all. Drew, Aunt Cheryl said, yes, I'm with Drew. She loved the Mardi Gras. That's her favorite ship so far. Hi, Dr. Smooth. It says, hope everyone is having a great Saturday. Antoinette, fun, much love, Dre, Michelle. All right, everyone's kind of speaking in there. Is it Rochelle? She said food is enough. Yep, I agree. So absolutely love the food. And just Kaya said she loves the Mardi Gras too. All right, another question.
All right, our question
Oh, you guys.
is
Can you explain the Royals bidding program?
That was from Dominique F from YouTube.
So Dominique F, who's actually in the chat, she asked, can I explain the Royal bidding process? So if you watch the our Royal sailing, so once you book with Royal Caribbean, select bookings, they'll send out a link to you closer to your sail date where you can bid for an upgrade. Depending on what the capacity is of the ship, depends on whether you'll get an upgrade or not. We've had some success bidding like the lowest. So you'll get the link and it doesn't go to everyone. If you just Google like a Royal Caribbean Royal Up bid, you can go there, put your booking number in, and it'll let you know whether you're eligible for an upgrade. If you're not, then you won't be able to get an upgrade. You could always call in and pay for the upgrade, but it's a lot cheaper if you go through the bid up process. Because I think for like the Mariner of the Seas, we were originally in an interior cabin, and then we put a bid in. I think it was $50 a person, and you only pay that for the first 2 guests in the cabin. And we were moved from an interior cabin to a spacious ocean view balcony. So definitely the Royal Up process. I really do like that because you can get it much. I think it would have been a few $100s to just upgrade by calling in, but through the Royal Up process, we were able to get it for much cheaper. So definitely if you get that link, try to bid. We actually put a bid in for this upcoming cruise, so we'll see what happens. It didn't happen on our last Freedom of the Seas, if you saw that. So it doesn't always work, but definitely put in a bid if you're interested in doing that. But they also assign you anywhere on the ship, so keep that in mind. Like if you have seasickness or anything, you definitely don't want to do the Royal Up bid because it's possible that you might get a cabin either toward the front or the rear of the ship where you might feel more motion. So just keep that in mind that they may put you in a cabin, also one that might have a partially obstructed view. So that's a chance you take when you try to upgrade. All right, next question.
I think it's Drew's turn.
How long have you been cruising?
All right, so how long have we been cruising? And that was
See,
from
that's me.
Z, that's me from YouTube. So actually, and people probably would be surprised by this. How long have we been cruising, babe?
approximately 3 years.
So just 3 years. We started in 2019. Went on my first cruise with my 2 sisters, with Cheryl and Regina, and just absolutely loved it. And actually, we were scheduled for another trip, a road trip. What was it, babe?
We went to LA
So we were going to
in Vegas.
So yeah, we were going to California and Vegas, and I got off the ship. We were on Carnival Sensation, and I was like, man, cruising is where it's at. And
Okay,
so
Here's what
we
I found online.
I got off that ship, and I think we already had plans. I love to plan things out. So I already had the full plan for our time in Vegas and California. Totally said, nope, we're not doing it. We're getting on a cruise. So we got on a cruise. What cruise was your first? What
The
was
imagination.
the Carnival Imagination out of where?
Long Island.
Out of
Long
Long
Beach.
Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there in LA. So
I don't remember it that way. What I do remember is as RacQuelle was planning the trip, we started seeing all these expensive hotel prices and rent-a-car prices. And then when we added all that stuff up, it was like, well, why don't we just do a cruise? Because it was cheaper and we got all you could eat.
That's true. So yeah, it was cheaper to do that. And that's why cruising is our favorite type of vacation, because you're really getting a good value for, what you're paying for. Rochelle says, how can you communicate with family while on Carnival ships? How do we communicate with you guys?
The Carnival app and Messenger.
How do we communicate with you, Joe?
From the Kids Club phone.
That's a good one, Kids Club phone. So yeah, the way we communicate with the kids would be through the actual app. You pay $5 per device for the Carnival, the chat on Carnival. You can communicate with anyone that has purchased that. So we usually activate it for the voice phone because they're kind of just out and about doing their own thing. But Jo Marie brought up a good point. If you have a young child in the Kids Club, they will provide you with a cell phone that they can call you if there's an issue, or you can call them just to check in with your child. So I don't think Royal does it. Did they do that, Jo Marie? They didn't do that. Only Carnival. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Oh, hi, Guga and Rob. And they just came back from Alaska. So I'm looking forward to watching your videos on Alaska. That's what I've been binge watching lately, just trying to figure out how we're going to do this Alaska. So welcome, Guga and Rob. Guys, please be sure to go subscribe to them as well. And all right, what's another question that we have?
Okay, Just Kaya TV from YouTube said, what is your favorite port?
Favorite port. Let's start that way. Daddy, what's your favorite port?
I think, thinking about it, I like Key West. And what I liked is the key lime pie, because I still remember that pie that we had in one of those shops. So that brings back nice memories. And we were still in the U.S. soil, so we could still use our cell phones.
Okay, so Key West.
I like Coco Cay because of the water slides and because of the beaches.
Coco Cay. So if you don't know, Coco Cay is Royal Caribbean's private island, and we think so far that is our favorite private island. Dyson, what about you?
Yeah, Coco Cay, because there's a lot more stuff to do on the island than other ports we've been in.
Okay. What about you, Drew? Favorite port? Jamaica. So Jamaica, and like I said, we've been to Ocho Rios, and we were kind of there in the village. What did you like about Jamaica?
The mountains.
The mountains, just that gorgeous view. Yeah, there was a big mountain there. So yeah, it's gorgeous view there. I'm gonna say my favorite port. We just visited High Life with VIC. You just came in. Would probably be Honduras. We were in Roatan on the Mardi Gras, and we had a really good time there. So there's a lot to see and a lot to do there in Roatan. So that so far is my favorite port. All right. Let's see. Another question.
All right. So this one we have you ever been on a Disney cruise? And this was from Code Digital at IG.
All right, guys, have we been on a Disney cruise yet?
No.
What happened?
It got canceled. Or no, not the cruise got canceled. Our flights got delayed. And then we couldn't find another flight to go on, so we couldn't go on Disney.
We could have went with Dad, but we didn't know that I was going to get delayed.
Yeah, so just this past February, we made a video about it. We were scheduled on Disney, which one?
Disney Dream.
We were on Disney Dream, and we were literally on the plane. Well, we had separate flights. So Ron was, we had some flight credits we needed to use. So me and the kids were on one flight. Ron was on another, heading to, was it Port Canaveral for Disney Dream, I think. anyways, we kept getting delayed. We finally got on the plane. Ron's already taken off.
Because he went to, like, I think, was it Houston?
Yeah.
And we was going to Chicago. And Chicago
Yes,
was
that's right.
cold, and there was
Or
like
had
storms
weather.
there.
Yes.
So that's why he got.
Yep. So there was a storm in Chicago
And snow.
with the layover. And so, yeah, long story short is we got on the plane, sat down, buckled up. They started the safety briefing and then told us we had to get off, that our flight was canceled.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I
no,
remember.
I remember that the flight was delayed, so we thought we was going to meet
Mhm.
up. I ended up going from Ohio to Houston to
Jacksonville.
Florida, wherever in Florida, and the family couldn't make it. The one positive thing about the trip was I got to meet Dr. Cornell West, and I do have a picture with him, so I thought that was cool. And I had to drive. Now, my brother-in-law said I should have took the cruise without the family and just go, but I didn't think that
I
was
wouldn't do that.
family way
I
to
might
go.
do that though. I might go without the kids and the family, but that's because I'm extremely passionate about cruising. So yes, Joe.
You remember that time where we got next to the cruise was supposed to go on the Disney cruise?
So we were just saying when we were on the Freedom of the Seas, we were parked right next to or docked right next to Disney Dream. Put your glasses on so you can see.
It's foggy.
All right. Oh, it looks like official Game Master Real gave us our very first. What is this called?
Donation.
Not a donation, guys. What is it called? Super chat. That's what it's called. Our very first super chat. So thank you, official Game Master. We appreciate that. Let's see who else is coming in. We have that Jeffrey's Angel question. Do you all like cruising better than the all-inclusive? I like watching the videos from your resort as well. So yeah, so my sister Cheryl, she, I'm her travel agent. I just book her, she pays me, and we go travel. So we recently, was it last July, I think, we were in Puerto Morelos, which is near Cancun, and we were at an all-inclusive resort. I actually think I like all-inclusives and cruising, but if I had to pick, I would choose a cruise over all-inclusive, only because you don't have to do a whole lot of planning about, things outside the resort. But I could do an all-inclusive just to go relax, eat and drink and stuff like that. But thanks for watching those videos. Let's see. Yeah, just Kai said I would go solo. Yeah, I can definitely go solo. All right, other questions, guys? Do we want to do another giveaway?
Yeah.
Yes, seems like it's time
All
for
right.
another giveaway.
Another giveaway. Drew, go ahead and pull. No, where's the? Oh, there you go. Drew, pull a name from here. And again, these were the names of some of our subscribers who asked questions either on Facebook or on our Instagram channel. So again, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram. Please be sure to go there and subscribe to us or follow us, because when I cruise, I typically post like in real time, so you can kind of see what we're doing, where we're at. You'll see it there before you see it on YouTube. I just don't post a whole lot on YouTube, not as far as like pictures and things. So definitely go to Instagram at MH Family Adventures and Facebook. All right, so this is, I think it's QT717 on YouTube. It's spelled QUITEE. So I think it's QT717 on YouTube asked us a question. And what is QT717 getting, Joe Marie?
$25 Amazon.
$25 Amazon gift card. So thank you, QT717, for following us. So if you could send us a message or comment with your email address, we will get you that $25 digital Amazon gift card. All right, let's see.
Hold on. Since QT just won this amazing prize, I think we should read her question. What is the best ship that you have been on with good service, cleanliness, activities, and food? And this is coming from our $25 Amazon gift card winner, QT717 YouTube.
Okay, so the best ship that we've been on as far as cleanliness, food, and entertainment,
Sunrise or Mariner.
you think Mariner?
Mariner.
996.
Mariner had the best food.
That's a tough question.
And it has apple blossoms.
I don't know. I'm kind of partial to the Mardi Gras. I will say this. I didn't feel like the Mardi Gras was as clean as some of the other ships that we had been on, but I think it was overcrowded and they weren't quite ready for the capacity. There was better food on Mardi Gras than some of the other Carnival ships, but Royal's food is really good. So I don't know. What do you think?
I'm a apple blossom type of guy, and I did really enjoy the royal food, and also with the shrimp cocktail. I noticed that Jo Marie enjoyed that as well.
All right.
I jumped it up.
Yeah, you love shrimp. All right, so let's see. Oh, Cheryl said, yes, book and I pay. That's what she does. I book her and she just pays me. So she doesn't even care where we're going. Just let me know the cost. Oh, Jeffrey's Angel, thank you. We got another super chat from Jeffrey's Angel. We appreciate that. And guys, if you have not been following Jeffrey's Angel, please be sure to go there and subscribe. Looks like they have some content coming out here soon. They just posted their preview video. I think it was posted today, but we saw it today. Tripping with Dre Michelle, the Mardi Gras service was trash. I would agree. I just felt like Carnival service is always really good, but they just were not prepared for the amount of people that were on board for our spring break sailing. Yes, Jo Marie.
Can we sing a song about cruising at the end?
We didn't have time to rehearse, so we'll have to sing a song next time.
Daddy,
To sing a
I
song.
rehearsed.
Oh, you want to sing it, Jo Marie?
Maybe towards the
Okay.
end, because we got
Jo
a
Marie
lot of
wants to
stuff
sing
to
a
get
song.
through.
All right, we're gonna keep going. We have a few more questions, but just in case you don't know, again, hashtag Major Summer Vacay 2022. Just some of the cruise ships that we're going on. We will be cruising in about 10 days, leaving out on Freedom of the Seas. That is our first sailing. So Joe and I just got off Freedom of the Seas. We're getting right back on it for a quick Memorial Day sailing. It'll be my Aunt Plum and Uncle Jimmy, and then our crew, my sister Regina, and my two nephews Jackson and Cam. I don't think I'm going to do a whole series on that sailing since we just covered Freedom of the Seas, but I will do like a highlight video, some of the fun things we did. Then we're going to get off that ship. We're going to get on Carnival Conquest. For that sailing, it'll be just me and the kids. Ron will be kind of nearby working. And then my brother, Troy, Uncle Troy, and Auntie Ebony will be on board with us. Right after we get off the Carnival Conquest, we'll have about, I think, 2 days down south. And before we get on Carnival Horizon, we'll be on Carnival Horizon for Ron's birthday. So we're going to Grand Cayman there, I think Jamaica and Cozumel. Followed by that, as soon as we get off, the day we get off the Carnival Horizon, Ron's flying back home. And me and the kids, we're getting on the Norwegian Breakaway, which will be brand new to us. This will be our first time on NCL. So I'm doing a lot of research, finding a lot of vlogs. So if you know of any good vloggers or any good vlogs for NCL, please share those with me. So we're trying to learn as much as we can about Norwegian. And that's a 7-day sailing. After that one, we'll be flying home. Actually, I'll be flying home to drop the kids off. And then I'm flying right back down south the next morning. So within 12 hours, I'm flying back down to get on the Carnival Liberty with my two nieces. And that's a short 4-day sailing. Then we're going to...
Take a pause. That is a graduation.
That is a graduation. So our niece Ashanti will be graduating this year. So this is going to be a graduation gift for her. And my other niece, Nay, will be aboard with us as well. The kids aren't able to go on this one because they do have a couple summer camps that they'll be attending. So we'll try to get them home whenever we can so that they can participate, be with friends, and do other things other than cruising. So after that, after Carnival Liberty, we'll have a couple of days, maybe about a week. And then we're going to be getting on Carnival Ecstasy. We're going to be flying to Mobile, Alabama. It'll be first time in Mobile, right?
Yeah.
First time in Mobile, we'll be there getting on the Carnival Ecstasy. And the Carnival Ecstasy is an older ship, and it's actually going to be decommissioned, I believe, October 10th. So we're trying to get on Ecstasy before it is decommissioned. I absolutely love the smaller fantasy class ships of Carnival, like the Sensation, which was our first cruise. So definitely want to try Ecstasy out. Then we're coming home for just like 3 days, flying to Washington State for a few days.
Seattle.
Not Washington, Seattle, or Seattle, Washington. And we'll be there for a few days before we board the Carnival Splendor for Alaska, 7 days. And then coming home for just like 3 more days and going on the Carnival Valor with my sister. So lots of cruising, lots of content coming. So that is our plan for hashtag Major Summer Vacay 2022. All right. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Thank you guys for sticking around. We appreciate it. Go ahead, Joe. Question?
Andrew. Now I win.
Oh, go ahead, Andrew.
Is the green package worth it?
Is the drink package worth it?
Oh yes.
I think
Yeah.
it is.
Uh,
Yes, it is.
Soda package.
The soda package for
Yes.
y'all. Is the soda package worth it for you guys?
Yeah, I thought it was worth it because
Yeah.
you know, every time we went to like the show or like dinner, then we can get a soda or a drink.
I have a question though. How do you know it's worth it? You don't even pay for it.
It's worth it to me. 'cause
Do you know
it's
how much
free.
it costs?
I don't know how much it costs, but it's free to me.
I guess. We don't get them soda packages often or anything like that. But what was it about Royal Bay that we liked with the soda package?
Oh, that they had souvenir mug, and I don't have that as my prop. But one thing I did like about Royal is that they have a specialty coffee package, which my wife and I, we love coffee. So you was able to get your specialty coffee and you could add as many shots as you wanted of espresso. So the first day the coffee was kind of weak and we kind of settled in on the right formula and it was perfect ever since. So I did like that particular drink package. I'm not a big alcohol drinker.
But the alcohol, I think the question was about the alcohol package. So this would be, I guess, Cheers with Carnival and then whatever Royals packages. Us personally, we're not big drinkers. So really that question is really depends on you and how much you drink. If we were to get the drink package, if you don't know, all the guests in the cabin that are 21 and up have to buy it. That's required for pretty much all the cruise lines because they don't want you to share the package. So the trick to do this, and I probably shouldn't say this, but the trick to do this, if you're not a big drinker, most of them will give you like 15 drinks per day, plus all the specialty coffees and sodas and juice and different things like that, would be to, if you are booking more than one cabin, either put all of your guests that want to get the drink package together, or like in our case, we usually have to get 2 cabins. If we wanted the drink package, I would be in one cabin, Ron would be in the other. We would get one drink package and just kind of share that. And I know it says sharing is not permitted. I'm not, I probably shouldn't say this in front of the kids, we're not following the rules, but when you're looking at spending $800 for a drink package, I mean,
We got you.
yeah, depending. What, babe?
I'm not co-signing on my wife's behavior in this regard. She's doing that on her own.
Trying to save money, because to save more money, that means more cruises. So me personally, the drink package is not worth it for us. I would get it if it was under a special promotion. I mean, I don't drink a whole lot. I might drink 2 or 3 per day. I really love the Cuban iced tea that my nephew, Jordan, I don't know if he's watching right now, but his mom is Cheryl. He had me drinking that Cuban iced tea. So like there's certain things I'll drink, but it's not, to me, I'd rather not be on cruise being wasted and drunk and, it's that to me is not fun. So for me, the drink package isn't worth it. But if you like to drink and that's your way of, of having fun, relaxing, then it may be. On average, drinks are between $9 and $13. So depending on how many you drink, it might be better to do it a la carte, or it might be worth it to get the package. But I recommend splitting it if you can. All right, other questions? Hold on, there was a question here. How far in advance, from Dominic F, how far in advance can we buy our antigen tests? So your antigen test, well, it depends on the cruise line. Currently, you can schedule them. You have to, if you're vaccinated, you have to get tested 2 days before the cruise. So you could schedule that at like CVS, Walgreens. We recently bought the eMed tests, and you can buy those as early as you want. I recommend doing it closer to the sailing. They do ship out rather quickly. I just purchased some and they were here in like 2 days. So they come out rather quickly, but I advise you to check the expiration on them. I've known some people to get the test and they're either already expired or they're going to expire before their cruise. So be sure that you check the expiration on those if you buy them early on. And also, if you don't know, if you buy the eMed test, if you have private insurance, a lot of insurance companies are reimbursing. Those tests are relatively expensive, but to me, they're the most reliable way to make sure you get your test results done and back on time. And I did do a video on how to take that eMed test. Let's see if there's another question here. With the back-to-back cruising, this is from Rochelle. How do you handle all the COVID tests? Do you have to test after each one? So yes, so with the back-to-back or side-by-side cruising, you have to test before you get on the next ship. So we will be packing pretty much one carry-on suitcase will be like our COVID tests and things, because we'll test on board. When we have like a 2-day break in between, we probably would schedule it at like CVS or Walgreens, so I don't have to use the paid tests. But we already have a plan for that. Let's see. said the boy with the black shirt should sing for us. I think they're talking about you, Dice. Are these some of your friends on here?
Yeah, I think it's
Cheryl said, yes, my son enjoyed his drink package. I enjoyed his drink package too, Cheryl. So, caring, sharing is caring. Yeah, tripping with Dre and Michelle, we paid about $800 for the Cheers package on our last cruise. We added up our drinks and only drunk $300 worth. Oh, God. So that's good to know. That is really good to know. So if not a big drinker, don't waste money on that. Let's see. The one thing about rules that there's no rule that if one adult in the cabin has a drink package, every adult has to get the package. Okay, well, I'm not aware of that. I thought that every guest had to, but maybe I don't understand that. That's fine. I mean, that would be great if one guest could buy it, and then so maybe that's just a carnival thing. I've been trying to catch the promotions that include free drinks. That's from Allen Family Adventures. Yeah, yeah, those promotions, you have to be really look into it because it'll say that it includes free drinks, but when you do the math and you like book like an early saver or a different promotion, it's really not free. They factor that in. It's discounted from the original drink package price, but it's not free. They just factor that into the pricing, so just kind of look for that. The video on EMED test was awesome. Thanks, CCAT. Thanks for watching that. Miss Bree Brizzle, yes, I got reimbursed on my test. Best tip I ever got. Let's see. Yeah, what is Joey said? Stop saying All right. So, all right, we have a few more questions, and then we're close to wrapping up this live stream, guys. As you see, I had some notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, a few more questions. After we're done, we're seeing. Okay.
It says Kurt say X from Instagram say, how do we shuttle from airport to cruise terminal, and what about car seats?
So how do we shuttle from the airport? How do we shuttle from the airport to the cruise terminal? So it really just varies depending on which port we're at. For the most part, we found it cheaper to either Uber or book like with a third party transportation service like GoPort, things like that. There's a couple that you can search for, like Port Canaveral Quick Shuttle, things like that, depending on where you're at. We find that to be cheaper to transport over paying the price for the cruise line. So definitely look at the pricing. You can also actually pre-schedule out or reserve Uber, and you can see the cost of an Uber versus having to pay like $30 a person each way with the cruise lines. As far as car seats, we have not traveled with the car seat. I mean, Jo Marie is 6. I know technically some states she's required to have a car seat. She doesn't have one. So when we're in transportation, we're not really concerned. We just kind of, we buckle up and we try to stay safe, but there's no car seat involved.
There's one thing that we have done is when we're looking at transportation, I remember one time where we had an Uber scheduled, they couldn't make it. So there was a taxi nearby, and those taxis, they will negotiate with you. And we ended up not using Uber, but saving maybe $15 on the ride because we took a local taxi. And he dropped us off at the hotel. The following morning, he came back and picked us up and dropped us off at the terminal. So those connections that you make, spare of the moment, might work for you guys.
Mm-hmm. And just Kaya said she likes GoPort. She likes GoPort. So GoPort is definitely an option. And in GoPort, they typically run like $25 per person each way. Cruise line might be $40. So just definitely look. I would use the Carnival service, like if it was just myself. I think we did use it when we did the Sunrise one time, but I also don't like it because I'm the type, I like to get on the ship early. And sometimes they don't start actually shuttling until like 11 a.m. So you're kind of, depending on your flight, like usually we fly in the day before. So we don't have that issue. Tripping with Dre Michelle, have you booked your free cruise yet? Yes, I have. And I'll talk about that in a second. So yes, I did book my free cruise. That was another question that someone was going to ask. Are we sponsored? We are not sponsored. So when we're talking about this free cruise, this is something different. We are not sponsored. All of our cruises we pay for. Yes, Jo Marie. We are answering more questions. I'm answering questions that are here. So we're kind of going off script a little bit, okay? So yeah, I'll talk about that here in a second. But no, we are not sponsored. None of the cruise lines pay us to cruise or vlog. I don't know even if we got to that point if we would do it, because I like to just kind of free flow and just say what we want to say, feel how we want to feel without feeling like because they're sponsoring our cruise, that we have to say that we like this or like that. Because if I don't like the food, you're going to see it on my face. I mean, you've probably seen some pictures. All right, Joe, another question.
No,
We
that's
should do another
it.
giveaway.
It's lesson. We should.
Oh, we want to do another giveaway? How many more do we have left?
Uh,
How many do we have in there?
I think 2.
Let's do one more giveaway and then we'll save the last one. I think there's 2.
it'll be free.
All right, go ahead.
Free for us.
There's 3 in there or 2?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Now we need to know who the person
Oh,
is.
Drew, go ahead and draw a name. All right, thanks for, if you're just coming in, I see Edna's World. Hi, Edna. And Edna has a group cruise coming up, I think in August. I won't be able to make that one. So, but thanks for coming by, Edna. All right, this is X Kurt Sexy from Instagram. What did X Kurt win?
$10 Starbucks.
$10 Starbucks card. So, X Kurt, if you are in this live stream, please be sure to reach out. You can send me a message on Instagram, and we will be sure to get you that $10 digital Starbucks gift card. All right, a couple more questions. We're gonna wrap up because I can tell the kids are getting a little squirrely. So,
Yeah, we gotta sing a song.
No.
we're not gonna sing a song. We might film a song and then put it out there later. Okay.
No, sing.
All right, a couple more questions. Let's see. We're gonna skip over some of these questions. If I don't answer your question this time, I'll be sure during hopefully another live stream that we get those questions answered. You want to read this one, Drew?
Do you plan to become a travel agent?
Do you plan to become a travel agent? So that's a good question, and that was asked by Laurice Neal from YouTube. So some of you might already know this. I don't advertise this, but we actually own our own travel agency. So our travel agency is called Major Adventures, and we've been open now for about a year. Yeah, we've been open for about a year. Currently at this time, we strictly book cruises. No like airfare or all inclusive or anything we're going to add on to our business over time. And so when Tripping with Dre and Michelle, they asked about the free cruise, they too just recently opened their own travel agency. And we were gifted, a lot of travel agents were gifted cruises by the cruise lines this past few weeks because of International Travel Agent Day. And so I got a free Carnival cruise, and yes, that has been booked. It's free, but there's other things you have to pay for, and it's for 2 guests or what have you. But yes, we are, we have our own travel agency, Major Adventures. So if you are interested, I don't want to pull you away from your own travel agent, but if you are interested, you can always just send me a message. You can check us out on Facebook at Major Adventures Travel, not MH Family Adventures, just Major Adventures Travel. We are actually a travel agent. I just have not put that out there on YouTube yet. That might be the plan after our summer travels.
And we do have one huge client that makes all of this possible. And it's these 5 people right here. We are our own best customer.
We are. So yeah. So I'm fortunate to be able to do that on top of being a school administrator. I just love the whole, I love planning. And as you see our vacations, these are, pretty well planned out vacations. I just love doing that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much how I spend my weekends and my nights, is just planning cruises and trips for others. So definitely, if you are interested in cruising and have questions, I don't mind just answering questions. But if you're interested in booking a cruise, I'm your girl. Definitely send me a message and I can help you out. Let's see.
I got one comment on that. And I'm going to quote from my cousin Donna Lee. We are going broke, saving all this money on these wonderful cruises.
And toys.
Say that again.
We are going broke, saving all this money that we're saving.
No, we're not.
Cruises.
That's why he stays back, so he can work and bring in more money so we can cruise. I'm just joking. All right. Let's see. You have one more question. Let Jim read one more question. Then I'm going to answer a couple more questions here, and then we'll go ahead and close out. We've been going over our hour, so let's go ahead and ask that question. And again, if I didn't answer a question, I will be sure to do that during our next live stream. Again, thanks guys for.
Well,
Say that again.
Would you ever Would you ever do an all-inclusive
Resort. Would we ever do an all-inclusive resort? Absolutely. We would do an all-inclusive resort. But if I had to pick between all-inclusive and cruising, it probably would be a cruise. Couple other questions. Again, guys, if you are here, please give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate you guys sticking around with us. Our very first live stream seems to be pretty successful. So thanks for tuning in. Let's see, I have a few more questions here. Team Reese Travels. Be sure to go follow them as well. They she just got off the cruise with her son RJ. They were on Carnival Conquest, which we'll be on. So I binge watched her. Let's see, asked about flights. So as far as flights, there's really no trick as far as finding the cheapest flight. I try to book in advance because I find it to be cheaper that way. And we are also not like loyal to any airline. I go with whatever the best price is. And so mostly, for the most part, we cruise. I mean, we fly on Spirit, Allegiant, Frontier, those more budget-friendly airlines. And we get some pretty good deals from Ohio to Florida or wherever the ports are. So we do that, and then we try to pack as light as we can so we don't have to pay the extra luggage fees. We don't select seats in advance because there are laws and rules behind minors or someone with special needs as far as splitting up. So they'll tell you, pick your seats so you're together. But if they ever split you, just call. There are laws against the airline splitting up minors from their families. So we haven't really ever had that issue, but that's how we save money, is by flying as cheaply as we can.
Also, Tuesdays and Saturdays are the best deals for airline prices. Another thing that my wife has told me is that sometimes you have to fly outside of your home city. So right now we are close to Cincinnati. We can fly out of Chicago. We can fly out of Cleveland. So there's other options. So don't feel obligated that you have to travel from your home city, because there might be a better deal an hour or 2 hours down the road.
Yeah, so yeah, we fly out of Cincinnati often, and it's just like an hour and 15 minutes from us, and it might save half, 50% off. So we'll do that definitely. Let's see, a couple more questions here that we're going to go ahead and get signed off. Welcome, Sig Cruiser. Sig Cruiser, welcome to our, you follow us all the time. You're always commenting, very supportive. Guys, be sure to follow Sig Cruiser. She is solo cruiser, introvert, and gluten-free. So if you're trying to figure out what Sig Cruiser is, definitely follow her. She just released the Mardi Gras balcony video tour yesterday, I think, or day before. I just finished watching that. So definitely stop by and see her. And all right, so it looks like, Tripping with Dre Michelle, thank you. It says, for the first live, you guys did great. Thank you. And again, we apologize for any technical difficulty from we'll figure it out moving forward. But guys, you think we'll do another live stream in the future?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think we would do this again. It was a lot of fun. Again, if we didn't answer your question, we'll try to reach out. Again, if you were a winner of one of our gift cards, we have one more to draw. So if you were in this live, even if you didn't ask a question, Dyson was writing down names. We're going to do one last drawing.
Okay.
So if you're in the chat, if you're on the live stream, we've added your name to the basket. Go ahead, shake it up some. Shake it up. Drum roll. All right. All right. All right, what does that say?
Reese
Travels.
Travels.
All right, it says Team Reese Travels. Team Reese Travels has one. What is it?
$25 cash app.
$25 cash app. And guys, this is ironic. So we have plenty of other names in here. And I was on Team Reese Travels live stream last week, and I won a $25 cash app. So I'm just, that's kind of ironic. So Team Reese Travels, congratulations. Again, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And if you are watching and you have not subscribed, please be sure to subscribe. What is that? Comment down below. Comment down below. Give a thumbs up. All of that good stuff. Please share out. We're again on the road to how many subscribers?
5,000.
5,000. We're trying to reach 5,000 subscribers. And so we really appreciate all of your support, helping us get there. This has definitely been a fun adventure. I'm excited for our upcoming cruises. I'm getting some content rolled out to you. I do plan to go live while on the ship, so kind of stay tuned. I'll try to figure out when and get those things scheduled and make sure we don't have any technical difficulties. But again, thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us. We really do appreciate it. And again, if you have questions, comments, I do my best to try to answer in the comment section. Feel free to drop those there. And
Bye for now.
That's gonna be it. All right, Joe Marie has a song. Are you gonna sing it? Are you gonna sing it, Joe Marie?
Me lesson.
I'm not singing nothing, Joe.
We'll record it and we will put it out there. You gonna sing it?
Sing it now.
All right, you have to sing it because I don't know what you're singing. Go ahead. Quickly. Joe Marie has a song.
Happy Cruise Day to you. Happy Cruise Day to you. Happy Cruise Day. Happy Cruise Day. Happy Cruise Day to you.
All right, good job. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll do a live again soon. Enjoy your Saturday and have a blessed weekend. Thank you.
Peace.